Caesars emotion sickness. Little Caesars emotion sickness? That's not a thing. Jeez.
Somebody turn the pizza down.
Oh my god, okay, are we recording?
Well, we're recording. That's absolutely gonna be a reel.
That always happens. Hi!
Hello. Welcome to 2025 and season 2 of Sibling Energy, the mostly knitting podcast where we are not siblings.
The only thing about us that's sibling is the energy. The only thing about us.
We're not related.
We get so
We're
not progressively
related.
more angry.
I know.
We're not related.
That's Even though, like, literally Tim's family has, like, accepted me into the fold and my family has accepted him into the fold, but we're like, we're not related.
Yeah, we're coming off a little bit of a vacation moment, which is nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where were you?
I was in upstate New York, where I grew up and my family lives. Some of my family still lives there. Like the border of Canada. And you know what? There were so many cardinals in my backyard. At one point, there were like 6 red cardinals, and I was like, oh! But you walk over to the door, and they like scatter. But there were like woodpeckers, there were lots of different little finches, super cute. Was that okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're being too loud.
No,
okay.
They're not here.
Who just came down the stairs?
That was next door.
Oh, I was like,
No,
hey,
no, Kay isn't here. I didn't offer them any pizza. Hope that Little Caesars smells good. So rude.
Oops.
No, they're on their way home. They're picking up coffee from the grocery store.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh my god, that
so
part.
rude.
Where did you go?
I was in San Jose, and I was visiting my bestie Max.
Nice.
Who I met in the Bay Area like 10 years ago. And we both happened to move to the Northeast at the same time, like within a year of each other. And then we both moved back to the West Coast within a year of each other.
Whoa.
Actually within several months of each other. So yeah, we have like a lot of history, and it was just really nice to connect and like see what he's up to. And he's an ASL interpreter.
Oh yeah.
Which is really cool. So yeah, we just had a great time.
Sweet.
Yeah, I definitely feel rejuvenated myself.
Yeah.
So that's super sweet.
And you said it was quite warm there, yeah?
We had a picnic in Golden Gate Park. I know. We like ate cheese and crackers and like laid in the sun. And
I stayed inside while a snowstorm flurried and blew all over the place. Yeah, it was just like so much snow was below us going through.
Okay, pause for a moment.
Yeah.
If blurry were a word,
yes.
Blurried.
Well,
I guess that is a word.
Blurried?
Blurry?
My name's Blurried Face, and I care what you think.
Not a reference I know.
Wish I could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now it's stressed out. Something about pilots. 100 pilots, 1,200 pilots.
What?
You've never heard of
21
them?
pilots?
There you go. There were so many pilots there.
But not as many as 100.
Not as many as 100, but...
Okay, I digress. I was going to be like, if blurry was a word, what would it mean? And then I was like, wait, it does mean something.
My vision was... I don't think blurred is a word. Blurred?
Blur.
I think it's blurred.
But
or if you're Australian, you'd say, I blurred out. No. You can't say that.
Blurry.
Blurred.
You blueyed.
That's a TV show with an Australian dog. Is it an Australian dog?
Yes.
You know, my blue Australian shepherd.
Oh, Jesus, I need to cut this all out. We are clearly out of practice.
Wish I could turn back time.
So we are hosting for this year the Bucket List Knit Along. And we have merch, so I wanted to mention that. I will post pictures of all of our cute merch.
It's gonna be right here and probably there too, like right there. So if you're looking,
you
for
are
the
not
merch,
editing this episode.
it would be like
you better chill
bing,
out.
bing, 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 bing.
God.
Mallarch.
And we both have progress on our projects, but that's not what we're working on.
I had no business casting this on. I have no one to make it for. I just really wanted to do it. And I think that's my rebellion as a youngest. When I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do something? Mm-hmm. I'm good. I'm going to do something else.
I already finished an entire project.
What did you make?
The little house.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
Maxfield.
Yeah, that was good.
And I'm also halfway through knitting a Ziggy triangle shawl.
Yeah, that part. Those are fun.
And I'm working on my Cry for Help blanket.
Can I say something about the Ziggy triangle shawl?
Yes.
Bless its heart, I love it. I can't memorize it. And that is stressing me out. I want to memorize that pattern.
Yeah, it's just different enough, like, at either end.
I know!
I can't. I usually, like...
What? What?
She judging us.
Which one, Maple?
I usually have my iPad up with, like, the chart on it. That's been working for me. But, like, yeah, it is annoying. I can't just pick it up and, like, work on it.
I know.
But I got a lot done while I was in California.
Good.
So that was really nice. And I decided that while we're filming, I'm going to work on my blanket because otherwise I don't think I will work on it.
Uh-huh.
So this is
a filming project.
Become my filming project. How do you feel about that?
I think it's good.
Is it too responsible for you?
Whatever it gets it done. Like, I don't know who was talking about a blanket.
Susan?
It might have been Susan. No, someone else. And I was like, that's a cry for... Oh, can you just cut this out? I've done that twice now. Oh my God. Tim. I'm like, everyone stop sending me things. Also, maybe Tim, you should stop being shady.
Or maybe you should stop being a grandpa.
A grandpa?
Grandpa!
Why am I a grandpa?
Because you don't know how to use Instagram.
Well, that part. That was a trip and a half.
Oh my God. What are you... So explain what you're working on.
So I'm doing... I don't even know what it's called. The ivy... Something ivy shawl, maybe?
The coffee bean shawl?
It reminds me of coffee beans, but I think it's called the Ivy Loop or something. Kiana made it. And I was like, ooh, I really want to make that because it looks repeatable. It's easily like... And then I just did a little once over in my stash. And this yarn, the pink, is spun by...
Chelsea!
It's Chelsea! Thank you! Chelsea spun this. And it's beautiful. It was at the free table at Camp Starlight. And I was like, yo, who did this? 482 yards?
It's beautiful.
She was like, I don't want to knit with it. I spun it. I don't know. I was like,
boring.
No, I love it. But with this, I think this is a special colorway from Spin Cycle from, whatever, it's called Small Wonder. And I'm doing it with another one that is maybe more like Mississippi Marsala, but it gives me Mississippi Marsala vibes. It goes so well with that pink color. So I've just been working on this and ignoring, and the sleeves of my Timberline.
Yeah.
Which is good. And I have another sweater I have to cast on.
I think part of what I'm learning about my motivations for picking projects in thinking about bucket list and like carrying projects around is that like my bucket list project is maybe not too complicated, but right now with all the color work, it's like too much yarn to carry around.
Yeah, it's that.
And then once I get into the main part, it's going to be all cabling.
Yeah. Which, the main part is cabled?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just the color work around the edge.
Nope.
There's cable.
Well, there's like texture and it is cabled. It's not like traditional cables. It's just like a motif.
Okay.
But it's accomplished by, doing little cables.
And so you'll be working the colors with the cables at the same time?
No, I'm gonna finish the color work and then start the cables.
Okay.
So it's all done separately.
And then you seam it.
And then I steek it.
Steek it.
So.
Steek it.
Steek it real
Bop it.
good.
Steek it.
Anyway.
Wow. So.
I had a thought today.
What?
That I wanted to share with you.
Okay.
And I'm apprehensive about sharing it because I think it puts me into theater kid category.
Finally, you're coming around to your identity. Finally.
I almost voice noted you, and I was like, no, I'm gonna save it for the podcast. So anyway, today, in my car on my way to work, I was listening to this song that I've shared with you, and you remember now because I shared with you, "Conceited" by Lily Young.
Yes.
And in the music video, she is like they're doing like slow motion dancing, but it's with a strobe light effect on.
Okay.
So like everyone's like dancing like in just like a black space.
Okay.
And there's like strobe effect happening. And I was like, wouldn't it be so cool if we did that at karaoke?
Yeah.
Like we like choreographed a performance for karaoke.
That is like sibling shit right there.
Sibling shit.
What, when you used to make dances? Did you used to make dances and like, we're gonna go to the basement, make a dance, like that? That is rich. That's richness, and that's all you'd be doing as a grown-up in karaoke. We're gonna make choreography to it.
So
make
funny.
Make a piece about it.
Okay, so I'm just a sibling and not a theater kid. I'm at peace with that.
I don't know. That's show choir if I ever hear it.
One time, me and my neighbor Aubrey,
Plaza.
No, we decided we were going to be in a girl group. This was the Y2K. And so we wrote a song and like sang it, made tickets, and made everyone buy a ticket with real money to come to our performance. And then we printed out full color 8.5 by 11 pictures that we took on a digital camera that we signed and made people pay us.
You're swindling the neighbors.
Money. No, it's just our parents.
You're swindling your parents. I mean, that's hustle, though. You got the hustle.
I definitely remember wearing a pink thick strap tank top with ties on the side and capris. And we were like, we're making a song and we're going to be famous and you have to pay us for our autograph.
Was it very serious?
I mean, it was serious for literally a day.
What was the song about?
I don't remember. I don't remember at all.
Oh my Lanta.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Jeez.
Walking in on our chunky flip-flops.
We used to do fashion shows. My sister would put us up to it. She'd be like, Daniel, come here. You're going to wear this. Timmy, come here. You're going to wear this. And then she would come out. We'd come out of the bathroom and my parents would just be sitting on the couch and like, oh, hi. And there's photos of us. We had this play box of really bizarre. I mean, to me, they were kind of magical. But when I think back, they were just dowdy, one of them was a skirt, but I used it as a cape.
Oh, amazing.
And I loved it because it was just like a wraparound situation with a hook and eye. But I didn't charge them. Here are $2 to see me prance around in polyester.
Oh, no, we were asking for $20.
No!
Our parents were like, I'll give you $1.
Your mom's like, here's $1.
I wonder if she remembers that.
I bet she does.
Oh my god, that's so funny. And then I remember our family friends, Jessica and James, but this was with Jessica. Her house had it was a big living room with really tall ceilings.
Okay.
And then the staircase went up, and then the hall that was like across. It was just like a landing, so like you could like see the living room.
It was Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. It was that.
And so we like choreographed a dance where we like came in from the side.
Yes. You had
and we like danced on the bridge.
Jeez. That is, I mean, that's magic for a kid. You give architecture like that, and you're like,
oh my god.
Jeez.
We're like, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair.
They're like, I mean, I was at my parents' house, and it's the house I grew up in and have known for my life. But looking at all the memories and like thinking about all of the things we did like that, because we have a circular staircase that goes up to the back bedroom, but it was like covered in shag carpet for most of my life.
Oh my god.
And so is the living room, and it's just so squishy. I go home and I'm just like, I'm gonna take a nap on the carpet in the living room. So cozy. But you see all those things and you think about I don't know, it got nostalgic and and I also realized that my house is very New England. It's like the ceilings are pretty low. Not as low as a lot of like old English houses, but there is a quaintness and a compactness to like certain parts of it, the design. Yeah.
When you go home, do you have the experience of feeling like your life hasn't happened? So
Can you expand
Yes,
that?
I will. Yes, I will. So when I specifically remember feeling this when I went to college and came back home for the first time, like I had this just sense of like, oh my god, like obviously I could never come back here as the same person that I was.
Sure.
But also I had like grown so much, I'd come out. And I felt like my life that I had lived in San Francisco, and then when I would visit from Boston, like it was like none of that had actually happened. It had been like a fever dream or like a daydream, and I was back home in my high school bedroom, and like, and to me, I very much felt trapped.
Yeah.
At home, in high school, and whatever. And so it was like this, it was almost upsetting because it was like I feel like I could just wake up and all of that growth and assuredness that I had gained would be gone, and I would just be like back.
Yeah. I think I understand what you mean. When I came home during college, I would I like fell into the child.
Yeah.
I fell back into the child, and like that's a hard thing to separate yourself from as you're growing. I think it's a different stage now where I'm like, oh, I actually have my dream jobs and people around me, and like really love. It just happens to be in a city that's across the country. And yes, I miss my parents, obviously, and I miss my family, but there's something about growing that's like it's needed.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to watch. So I was with Tina, and it was for her birthday. I was like, let's get you a pedicure or a manicure or something. So we go to this place and take a seat, just wait, I'm working on a couple people. And I'm sitting in this little nail salon, and it's only one person working. And there is a mentality in the North Country, a very closed sort of mentality of whatever. Or I feel it anyway. And I was sitting there, someone came in, she had some tattoos and like, I don't know, and she was like, hi sweetie, hi babes, hi all the things that like, so then I'm sitting there and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, Michaela's getting her nails done, and this person sits in front of me because it's her turn next, and she was like, she said, oh, I know you like this song, I was singing along with this song, whatever it was. She's like, oh, I knew we were, and I saw her face and I was like, oh my god. And he went, are you Aaron? And she was like, yeah, why? And I was like, it's Timmy. Timmy Wagoner. And she's like, oh my God. Oh, no wonder we were singing the same song. And it was just like, I had been friends in elementary school with her. We weren't like super close, but we were friends. We were in each other's orbit, kind of. And then to see her there just at the nail salon, who I hadn't like seen in forever or even really truly thought of. And she was like, I'm a grandma now. And I'm like, I know. I was like, oh. I'm not a grandma. I'm not a grandma. It was trippy a little bit.
That would trip me out.
Yeah. But I was like, you know what? Good for you. You are doing the thing. And she's like, yeah, I'm still here. I'm like, it's okay. It is. She's like, I know. I feel trapped. I feel da da da. And there is something about that area that makes me feel trapped, or you can almost feel it in the atmosphere. This sort of like depressive sadness, I think.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it feels that way, but obviously when I see my friends or my family, there's a lightness that comes.
Right.
But yeah, it was a little complicated, but I had a good time with my parents and seeing my brother and meeting his girlfriend and knitting and doing all the things. So
you know what Max introduced me to?
What? Traders.
Yes. The new season is so good.
I know, I want to see it.
Bob is on it.
Yep.
Oh, it's brilliant so far.
I also love
Alan is stunning. My mom said she doesn't like Alan coming.
Unfriend. Unfriending your mother. Why?
Tell her.
Tell her. Tell her.
Drag her.
Drag her.
Read her.
Read her.
Read her. I don't know why she doesn't like him, but she was like, I don't really like him. And I was like,
I'm going to bug her about that.
What? Also, when you knocked on her door to pick up your car and you knocked and scared the shit out of her, it was because she was stoned.
Oh my God. You just blew your mom's spot up.
I'm not.
You just blew your mom's spot up. That's so funny.
She was like, well, I just had an edible. And Kay was like, oh, last night.
Really?
That was like the other night when we were driving. And I was like, I want pizza ice cream. And Kay turned to me and was like, you're stoned. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, ice
That was
cream.
very
Remember
funny.
when we got ice cream the other day? At Salt and Straw. Did we go to Salt and Straw? On Division?
No,
on Alberta. That's right. Gosh. Holy crow.
Holy crow.
Holy crowbars. Yarn Crawl's coming up. That's crazy. I thought about that the other day and I was like, because Millie was like, what days can you work on Yarn Crawl? And I was like, put me in every day, all the time.
I know, that's what I said too. Except that when we're there, we're going to be like, oh.
I know. The day after, I'm like, but.
Kay's like, you want to go out to dinner after? I'm like, no, absolutely not. I do not.
I want to sit in my car and think about my life choices. That's what it's going to be. So when I flew into Vermont, we went to a cute little place. I love Vermont maple syrup. A lot. It's really quite ridiculous.
Are you doing a reveal?
So I'm doing a reveal.
This is not a very good reveal.
My parents got me this wonderful t-shirt because, I don't know, just because.
Because you're their child and they adore you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But, this is what it is, and it's very silly, and it's very
Tap
chuggy.
that.
No, it's not I Tap That. That was second runner-up. Actually, that was like in a sweatshirt
Your parents
form.
were like...
No, my parents laughed. They were like, that's funny. This is what I got. It's a little chuggy, but life's too short for fake maple syrup.
She's like, you said my name. Oh, that's why.
Oh, because I said life's too short for fake maple syrup. Oh.
That's why she jumped up. That's funny.
Too short for maple.
Tim sends me this picture of him and his brother, and I'm like, oh, that's really cute. Is that a cup of maple syrup that you are pouring into your coffee right now?
Yes. Because yes. I was like, there was maple syrup on the table, and I was like, hey, is this real? She goes, no, but I can bring you some.
And
I was like, the gall and the audacity of you being a restaurant in the middle of Maplefield.
But it's because people will take advantage of that shit. That is liquid gold.
It's good. But there's so much of it around. There's like tap houses everywhere. But I fully agree with the sentiment. And the lady was like, yeah, like Dakin Farms in Vermont. Yep, do it up.
I love it.
So Dakin Farms, if you want to... I got nothing.
So...
Did
you bring me any maple syrup or like...
Oh my god, I forgot.
You're such a troll. Whatever. I didn't bring you any salsa from San Francisco, so...
Oh my gosh. I don't want salsa from San Francisco. I want salsa from your mom. Your mom's salsa is so good.
Your mom!
Your mom! Your mom's salsa. No, it's so good. Ow! My finger. Prompt me. Did you see that?
What did you do?
So that picture was, I hung it in my room, and I was like half awake, and I was gonna turn off the fan, so I put my hand up.
Oh my god, it hit the fan?
Boosh. No, it goes through the glass on the picture, and I was like, and I expected fully to just be like fully glass cut everywhere, and it was just these.
I thought you were gonna say your
bugger.
ceiling fan.
No.
Well, you were like my ceiling fan was on and I was reaching.
Did
you ever throw things into a... What did you throw into the ceiling fan?
Into the ceiling fan? I would always put my hand there.
Oh, I would.
Because I was that kid. Wait, that's funny.
I would throw a Barbie and it would go boom, boom, boom.
And it flies away. Absolutely not. You may not go into the bathroom. I'm policing Maple's bathroom duties.
Maple, no.
Meat
You have to
pole.
wait for your dad.
Meat pole.
Yeah, and then we would get in trouble.
But it's fun to see things fly when you discover that a fan makes a flame.
I also frequently think of the Vine. The potato flew around the room before we and someone has just tied a potato to the ceiling fan. It's just slowly going.
So
a potato flew around my room.
Vine has either
God.
destroyed or bettered our society.
Bettered. Back at it again at Krispy Kreme. I'm not going to give any context. If you don't know, then...
No, it's fine. Free
that's on you.
Shabakadoos. Free Shabakadoo has me on my ear every time I see it. She's like, Free Shabakadoos! Meet Paul. So tell me some things that have been very sibling in your life recently.
My sister.
Your sister.
My sister was here visiting for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And she was very sistery.
Yeah, she was. And she came up to me. She said, I was like, do not threaten me. Oh, darling, I'm the youngest. She was like, remember who's the real sibling. I was like...
No, I think she said, remember who's the blood sibling. Isn't that what she said?
Remember who's the blood sibling. And I was like, oh, I've never claimed to be blood. In fact, if you'd watched an episode, Kennedy... you would see that we have a disclaimer. There's nothing sibling about us but the energy. Put it on, exclamation point. But she like threatened me and I was like, girl.
I know, she's like the least threatening person
I know.
ever. She's like a yogi.
Yeah, she's like in her like feelings and...
Oh my god.
Not feelings.
Yeah, she's funny.
Her chakras. I don't know. It just like came out of me a lot of times when we were talking at home, or like I would be like, oh my god, that's so oldest. And I don't think a lot of people knew what I was talking about. My family did, but I'd be like, look at that, only behavior. It's like, it really is only behavior that this person is like having a moment.
Yeah, right.
Or don't be so middle about it. That was not the nicest thing to say. But, yeah.
Should we pull tarot cards for each?
No. Do that. Hell no. Hell no.
Oldest, youngest, middle.
Mm-mm.
No? You don't like tarot cards.
I
don't. You're like, I don't believe in it, but also I'm not fucking with that shit.
No,
which
I'm
is
not
so
messing
funny.
with that. Mm-mm.
Okay. Alright.
I think that... Well, someone sent me my friend, Shauna, I love her. Shauna sent me this thing that was like, what's your word? And it was like a reel of words going through and you have to screenshot.
Sure, and it
and
tells
she's
you.
like, what's your word? And so I screenshotted it for 2025 or something. That to me feels like tarot-esh.
Yes,
Tarot-esh.
yeah, I would agree.
And I was like, pivot? What? Who am I? Jeremy Piven? Jeremy Pivot. So my word for the year was pivot. And I was like, I'm not a ballerina. I don't like...
Yeah, I was like, kickball change, pivot.
Exactly. And I took it and I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. This year's like a pivot of... I don't know, but I was like, immediately, what was yours? And she said, trailblaze.
And you were like, I want that one.
I was like, you're going to a game or you're going to basketball? No, those are trailblazers. I'm going to send it to you right now and make you do it.
Okay.
A tornado blew around my room before you came. Excuse...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, stop. It's so
Shut
loud.
up. You're making me do it. Okay, let's see. Your word for 2025 is...
With this music.
And I just have to like screenshot it at any point.
You screenshot it at any point. Ready? And... What is it? It's Cradle. Momentum! Wait, that's good.
Build consistent energy and progress towards your goals, letting success compound over time. So, can I tell you?
Yeah.
Can I tell you about my tarot pull for the new year?
Uh-huh.
So I pulled for like the year, the vibe of the year, a card called Temperance.
Okay.
Which Kay was like...
The name of a homeschool child. Okay, go ahead.
Kay was like, are we abstaining from alcohol? Like, what? And I was like, stop!
Stop it.
I'm telling you about it. And the actual card is talking about staying the course.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and everything is going to fall into place and you have to trust that that is going to happen.
Yes.
And then I did a little spread for winter, and I thought it was a cute spread. It was like what you want to be doing, what you could be doing.
The one that I responded to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that you're like, poop for all of them. And I pulled Temperance again.
Huh.
For where you're going to be at the end of winter, or where you could be at the end of winter. And I was like, okay, this is telling me something, and then here we are.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm feeling the witchy vibes this year. So, I don't know. I feel good about it, and I feel like, yeah. It was really, part of the trip to San Jose for me was I want to be mindful that I do feel appreciated, and after the holidays where there's a lot of organizing of people, a lot of family project managing,
mm-hmm.
I was definitely feeling burnt out, and also because of that burnout I was nobody appreciates me.
Yeah.
And I was just I feel like I just did so much, and I did enjoy it, but I'm so tired that I'm not looking fondly back at it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And we talked about that in our holiday episode, that I was apprehensive about feeling that way, and I was really trying to not feel that way.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that after spending 3 days with Max, who is also a caretaker, and was just I was just in his space, and he was like, this is what we're doing for lunch. Here's the menu, what do you want?
Great.
This is what we're doing. And I did I cooked breakfast every morning, but he had a plan, and I was just cool, I'm just along for the ride, and it was so nice.
Now, did you tell him that before you went? You were just oh, okay.
I told him I wanted to chill, and he was cool,
Sweet.
You know?
Yeah.
So we had like a good mix of like doing stuff and chilling, and I just like, I came back and I was like I arrived home yesterday and Kay and I were like, let's put all our Christmas stuff away and decorate.
Yeah.
And like, just, you know, get the house together, and like, I felt motivated to do that. It felt really
That's
nice.
so good.
Yeah. So I wrote like in my like notes, you know, I've been like journaling too. I mean, I'm always kind of journaling, but whatever. With the start of the new year, I feel like you get reinvigorated. And I was like, remember that traveling to friends is like relaxing.
Yeah.
Like, it was a short plane ride. It was just like so nice. So
How long is that plane ride? Like
it's
2
not
hours?
even 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you flew into San Jose?
Yeah, direct. It was so easy. I mean, my flight there was delayed, but like, it was totally fine. I was in PDX.
How long was it delayed?
3 hours. But I just like got myself a coffee. I set up my iPad, watched some YouTube videos, did my knitting. I was like, I'm chilling.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
fine.
It's really nice.
Yeah. So.
Oh, me too. I don't know. I'm just
But-
gonna mirror Maples.
Did you set any like resolutions? Do you do that? Not really, right?
Not really. I mean, I like goals. I have goals for like business goals and some personal goals and yeah, some things for Sibling Energy. Yeah, some personal things, some relationship things with other folks, and being okay with the not knowing of stuff, and like really leaning into like, it's okay to adventure is all right. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I've been sitting. I think I talked about it last time a little bit.
I think we got talked into sharing our resolutions at New Year's Eve.
Oh, we
Wasn't
did.
it Claire?
We did. It was Claire. I think it was Claire Kessie, who loves a moment of like
Reflection
and realness and like vulnerability. I do too, but I'm like, I don't want to think about it. Resolution. I'm like, nah.
I'm like, we're two drinks in.
We're
like,
2 drinks in. I gotta check out.
oh my god.
No, it was good. That was a fun little moment there.
Yeah, totally.
And now it's time to like hunker down in teaching land. Hunker down.
And I'm hunkering down in social media world. So
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Up in that. Soch Meads.
Soch Meads.
Soch Meads.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like excited about this year. I feel like my mom keeps being like, you and Tim are gonna blow up this year. I just know it.
I don't want to blow up. I blow up all the time. I'm like, Bert. Sorry everyone. Like, I want to hide under a blanket.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yesterday, Kay was like, I was home and there was no mail. And then I took Maple on a walk and then there was mail. They're really working late. And I was like, 'cause they're a singer. And they were like, ugh.
The male person was probably the same way. Ugh. I don't want to be working late. Understandable.
'Cause they're a singer.
Oh no, I did that wrong. 'Cause I'm a singer. Oops.
This is my garter stitch.
I know. Just a garter moment.
Garter.
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 Scoop it up. Scoop up the garter stitch. Why did I do that again?
I don't know.
Oh, that's so annoying.
I literally don't know. Did your mom like her mug that my mom made her?
She really did.
Oh my god, that's
It's very
so cute.
It's a fun little moment.
My mom made Tim a mug that says Sibling Energy and has our faces all over it.
It's so funny.
Did you take it to work?
No.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna have it like at work.
I should actually bring it to work.
Maybe we should just have one at Starlight.
You know how annoyed people
I know, that's why it's so funny.
be like,
No.
stop. It's already enough that you guys are annoying.
Personality hires.
Personality hires. What you gonna do?
Personality hires.
Personality. Personality hires. Hoyers. These are my sleeves.
Hoyers.
Personality.
Okay, let's do show and tell.
Okay, here are my sleeves.
Oh, you're doing them in the round?
Yep.
Are they knit in the round? Or are you doing that?
They are knit in the round.
Oh.
Someone knit them. They also give the option for flat, and I was like... Darlings,
oh my
this
god.
is not
Oh my god.
the squish of it all? What if I just don't block it? I don't know, just don't block it. I love this yarn. I did buy
What
two
if you
more
just bind them
skeins.
off and just wear them like that?
I'm like... I'm at
Captain
a Ren Fair.
Planet.
I'm at a Ren Fair. Call me a cable guy. The cable guy. Call me the cable guy.
Okay, Larry.
Larry.
Oh, jeez.
Larry the cable guy.
Yeah.
Where's your project?
Okay, mine is here. I have.
What's it actually called again?
The Barrack.
Derek.
Like Lyric, the town in Shetland. Anyway. It looks like I've done nothing.
That's pretty though. That's nice.
Right?
Mckenzie, this yarn is so dense.
I know.
To do color work with this on a what?
7.
Wow.
But it looks pretty, right?
It's very pretty.
So there we are. And so I've just been like leaving it at my desk. I mean, obviously I was out of town for like the whole weekend.
Sure.
And just like kind of doing a row here and there.
Yep.
And that's how it's going to progress. And this is just a slow project. But
Yeah.
also I have so many stitches on right now. And so on the live stream, someone was like, are you going to use a smaller cable? Because you just talked about how like having too long of a cable, like you're shoving all the stitches up. And like, this yarn actually works really well on this cable because it's so dense.
Oh, so it moves right along.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I think it's going to live on this cable until it's done. So
what are you learning so far about bucket listing from your bucket list knit?
it's taken it's a long, slow project. It is. And that's the point, right? We're like keeping up the momentum of like a longer project. And it's very nice to have little like instant gratification things to do in the meantime.
Or like mindless garter to
Yes,
just get something complete.
So I have my projects that like live in my purse. One of those is the Ziggy shawl, which I can't really work on unless I have the chart in front of me.
Yeah, because it's hard.
And so I was like, well, this isn't going to work because sometimes I just want to pick something up and knit. So I also have just a tube of self-striping yarn that I'm knitting. And at first I was like, well, I'll just like knit socks and I'll put the heel in. And I was like, no, I want something that I can just continuously work on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a tube and then I will add in an afterthought heel and the toes. Which people have been asking me for a tutorial on anyway. So I can like kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
So I have like plain stockinette project that I can just pull out and work on, a more complicated project that's small.
Yeah.
And then I've got this, which is just living on my desk for when I'm editing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I've got this like garter one, which is like a bigger project, so I'm not carrying it around with me, but also I can just pick it up and knit.
Yeah.
And that might seem like too many projects for some people. That's not all of the projects that I have going, but
yeah, no, and
it's the ones I'm working on like regularly.
Like it could be for another person, I'm focusing on one thing. I'm trying, my bucket list thing is like focusing on one project. This one, I'm not doing that. I am learning the same thing slowly and accepting the slowness and also taking pauses to like stretch my elbow out and like, because cabling on this yarn is, it's a little strenuous and I'm doing 2 at a time and I've accepted the 2 at a time-ness of it all. I usually hate doing 2 at a time, but I know that I wouldn't want to cast on the next one if I were not to do it. So that's where we are right now.
We're really slowing down.
We're slowing down.
And it's going to be good for us.
It is. I know. This is going to be good. They said in the pattern 19 inches. And I'm like, I don't know. What happened?
I thought my phone was ringing.
Oh.
Vibrating.
This is one, and then there's other stuff I'm working on too, which it's... Is it a cat or a child?
A child.
It's a child, okay. Never know. Cats are like children.
Yeah.
Children are like cats.
And with that, no.
And with that, we say... I don't know.
I was thinking we could dedicate this episode to the Vivian.
Yeah, we can.
That's Maple.
Where? What is she doing?
I don't know, digging.
She's digging a hole in your... Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, the Vivian.
We can post her knitting look.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. The Vivian.
And... So, we are, if you've made it this far, thank you. We are going to do a special episode at the end of February that involves tattoos. And so if you have any questions for us about tattoos, our tattoos, about any question that you would like to ask a tattoo artist directly, please leave a comment.
Yeah, definitely post a comment. Because she's a good one. She's a real good one.
And
You won't be disappointed.
So we're going to keep that to ourselves for now. The deets.
It's very youngest that I don't want to keep anything to myself. I just want to
I don't either,
everything. But also,
it's gonna
I
be
can
good.
do it.
The weight is going to be...
The weight's going to be good.
The payoff is going to be excellent.
Also, we need to cut here, and we need to talk about our 24-hour thing.
I know, yeah. That's on my list of shit to talk about.
Because that'll be fun to do.
Yes,
I think it'll be fun to do with the intention, setting an intentional day. Like a Friday to Saturday.
On a snowstorm.
If there's a I don't want snow. I don't want snow here.
We're
I want to
driving
go
up to Mount Hood on Saturday.
Oh my god, you are? Why?
Just to do it. I've never been.
Oh. Are you going to go to like Timberline and...
That's what my mom wants.
The Timberline sweater? Just bring my Timberline sweater.
You want to come with us? You're like, no.
I have to work. I'm working 11 to 3, yeah. But it's okay. And then Kaylee's moving upstairs.
Again? Oh.
She's just moving upstairs so there's natural light. I've been looking at places. 2 bedrooms. So hard. Because I really want a little studio. And a little place for people to come if they want to stay over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a studio, I think.
Right? It's just like a nice little... It's a
one
nice
day.
moment.
Anyway.
Any hoozle. Any hoozle for your perusal. How do you spell hoozle? I don't know. Probably like perusal.
How do you spell zhuzh?
No. D-Z-J-U-Z-J. So the Z and then the Z.
Z.
I was on the phone the other day and I was like, she's like, can I have your confirmation number? And I was like, yes, C-Z.
You're like, where literally?
Why did that come out? But she got it. She knew what I was talking about.
I mean, those people have to deal with that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Zed.
Probably. Zed.
Zed in the head. Bed.
What have I been watching? Oh, I watched Black Dove is good on Netflix. But also I've been watching Bad Sisters on Apple.
Oh, yeah. You've been talking about that one.
It's a good one. It's funny, but it's also kind of dark and it's... I don't know. It's lovely. I'm waiting to see how it turns out. I'm on episode 6 of the 2nd season.
Mm.
We will see. I'll probably watch Traitors, and I'm not starting at the beginning.
Why?
Because I want to just watch this season.
No, that's what I mean.
Season.
That's just the season.
Yeah,
that's
I
all
don't
I've
want
been
to watch
watching.
the other previous one.
No, this season is so gay, so funny. It's so campy. It's just... And you know who's frickin' on it, aside from Bob the Drag Queen?
Whomst.
Scandival. Tom
Sandoval? Well, holy Moses.
Kay's like, there's something wrong with him. And I was like, yeah, drugs. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Anyway.
So keep on with your bucket list knit along if you're joining us with that knit along. And we would love to hear or see updates of your projects.
Yeah, use the hashtag here.
Right here.
No, here.
Right, no,
no
like
down
right
here.
Just like around here and there. And if you haven't started something and you're just hearing about bucket lists, do it now. Why not? It's never too late. We have till October. Octoburn.
Toburn?
Toburn.
Saltburn.
Saltburn.
1, 2, 3. Burn.
Saltburn. 1, 2, 3. Movie.
Burning Man.
Movie Burning Man. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Artwork.
So we're not very good at this.
No, I love this game. This is my favorite game.
Okay.
1, 2.
Wait, I can't remember the name of the thing that I'm trying to say.
Oh, we don't have to keep it with
1,
Saltburn.
2, 3. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3. Banana. Wicker Man?
Yes.
What's that?
Well, we said Burning Man.
Oh, I know. You're starting a new one. Let's start a new one. Ready? Let's start a new one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Scotch tape.
Oh, wait. I wasn't ready. Wait. Okay. Okay, I got a word. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Diaper.
Basket. Basket diaper. 1, 2, 3.
Litter genie.
We said the same thing. It was the same thing. I didn't know it was called a litter genie. Who am I trying to prove this to? We said it. We did it. Those little like burp, and it goes, but it still smells like
let's
poo.
do it again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Square.
Garter.
What did you say?
Garter.
Garter, and I said square.
1,
1, 2, 3. Granny.
Wedding.
Granny wedding. Oh. Oh. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Cruise.
Lace. Okay. Lace cruise.
I don't like where this is going.
Lace cruise.
1, 2, 3.
Song.
Swingers.
Song and swingers. We're close. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Thong and swingers.
1,
2, 3.
Pineapple.
Oh. What? Where did you get?
Because a pineapple is a swinger symbol.
I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. I'm back at banana now. And they're like, eggplant, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Grace, what was it? Lace Grandma was my favorite. Or weddings? No. Wedding Grandma. Grandma wedding. Jeez. Oof.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Book. With that, we have to leave. We have to be done. It was so good seeing you. I'm running out the door because that's crazy. 1, 2, 3. Book. Shut up.
Book damn bliss.
Get out of my head. Jeez.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Talk to you later. Yeah.
God.
Leave a message after the beep, please.